Hello students, today we are doing Prism, which is coming up in ICSE schools exam as well as ICSE boards exam. You have this thing. Now Prism is a triangular type structure where incident ray strikes it, moves straight and comes out. This is the angle of prism. This is the first angle of incidence. This is the second angle of incidence. This is the first angle of refraction. This is the second angle of refraction. Without prism, the light would have moved straight. That's why this is the first angle of deviation. Without the prism, light would have moved like this. This is the second angle of deviation. And this is the final angle of deviation. Three formulas are used in ICSE schools exam. Deviation equal to I1 plus I2 minus angle of refraction values taken together. The sum of angle of refraction is equal to angle of prism, and we can say also that the two angle of incidences is equal to angle of prism plus angle of deviation. The major factors which control angle of deviation is angle of incidence. If angle of incidence increases, the deviation will decrease like this. It will reach a minimum value. After that it will again increase. So with angle of incidence, the deviation value first decreases. Reaching a minimum value, after that again it will increase. So that's why minimum deviation can be found out by 2i minus a. So this is a very important formula which is established from this graph. Material of prism also plays a role in determining the angle of deviation. Flint glass has more refractive index than crown glass. That's why refractive index being more, the deviation is more in flint glass. Similarly, violet light's refractive index is more than red light. That's why deviation of violet light will be more than red light. Finally, the third form which we find that angle of prism, if it increased, angle of deviation will also increase. Finally, the wavelength of light, if I increase, the deviation will also increase. Like violet light has got more refractive index than red light, wavelength is also more. That's why deviation of violet light is also more. Students, after this, there is a figure of 4.25 in Selina's book, which school teachers or ICSE people give you to draw. So be careful about this drawing. Finally, we will do the numericals of prism at the back of the exercise. Minimum deviation is equal to 2i minus a. The first sum gives us angle of incidence as 48 degree, angle of prism as 60 degree. I'll put the value and get the answer as 36 degree. Angle of incidence can also be found out in this formula. Angle of prism plus deviation of angle by 2. If you calculate, I'll get 48 degree. So in a very short summary, I've covered a topic of prism just in few minutes. It will be very useful for you if you look through these videos, which can make your concept strong as well as your revision good. So that's why prism, it's ended in very few minutes of video of mine. You can get a look in the next video for further topic. Thank you, students.